Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test today. Firing employees for infidelity. Does it pass the pub test?
Sounds extraordinary, but Natalie Dawson is a CEO. She was being interviewed by Steve Bartlett, who's another CEO, on his podcast called, funnily enough, Diary of a CEO. And she said this.
I publicly shared a TikTok about firing somebody because I found out that she was cheating on her significant other, and the other person also had a significant other. And as soon as I found out about it, I terminated both of them.
One would say that's none of your business what they're doing when they go home.
Not to get into specifics of the particular event, but it happened to be around work.
But if it wasn't at work, you still wouldn't.
Even if it was, I would fire the person immediately.
So you'd fire someone for cheating?
If they're going to cheat on the person that they're supposed to spend the rest of their life with, do you think that they're cheating on their work? That person is a liability to the environment.
I've thoughts about this. If you caught them banging on the bathroom floor, Shaggy style, then yes, possibly.
But where do you draw the line on what kind of behaviour you will tolerate in your employees? What if it's someone who has no friends, someone who is a social liability, someone who is a drinker? Where do you draw the line? She's drawn it at infidelity, but I think that's off limits. If your private life is your private life, we're allowing too much access into our private lives. They don't own our lives. Firing employees for infidelity, does it pass the pub test?
I don't think it passed the pub test. In one of my workplaces, it was rampant, and then we wouldn't have had no employees. But where do you draw the line, as Amanda said? Bad breath, flatulence, BO, do you sack everyone that's got something bad in their life? So, yeah, it definitely doesn't pass the pub test.
So I guess what it comes down to the company. What happens outside the workplace is no one else's business. It's called a private life for a reason. What happens on tour stays on tour, and just leave it be.
I think it's more to generate discussion because it wouldn't even hold up in the Fair Work Commission if someone to do that. You can't do that because it's got no merit and it just wouldn't stand up.
Personal experience, my husband was fired from his job from having an affair with someone at work, and they ended up having a baby. So I think they were right to fire him on a morality clause. Not a problem with that.
You see? Yikes. It happens in the real world.
I brought some work home with me, honey. Imagine
you
if
know,
they did.
you know Sharon from accounts well.
You
should see the weight she's putting on.
Imagine if they did that in politics. Richo wouldn't have lasted 2 weeks.
Wow, interesting times.